Got that. Got that. Instagram's going.
It's cool that they asked me for consent.
Oh, yeah.
Better than my first girlfriend.
Mhm. Your first girlfriend didn't ask you. Oh,
Bad story.
bad story. Oh,
Good
yeah.
story. Bad story.
Mhm. There you go.
Oh, this is live, isn't it? That's not great to start with. Go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah, I
Jared.
thought you were. It's like,
Nope, I'm just
it's like briefly have a conversation and be like, we're here now. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, looks like we're live. We're live, guys. This is Indie Talk with Jesse and Jaren, and this is part 2 of Nikki Heat. We had the abruptly end a little early last time. It was already back in August, which was insane. We were hoping to get you back sooner, but we were able to get you back for today, and we're gonna resume with what we had last time. If you want to hear the beginning of Nikki Heat and everything, go watch the first show. I got that we call it the archives post. I linked that up to like all the promotional posters. So go find that. That's Nikki Heat part 1 from when I had shorter hair. Nikki Heat still looks the same, and Jesse still looks the same. So there you go. Well, I think maybe he had a bushier beard. I looked like it. So, but yeah, Nikki Heat part 2. How's it going, Nikki?
it's good. I have done a lot of thinking over the last several months. 3, not 5 months. 3 months ago we spoke.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, 3 months, maybe a few days. So yeah. And she've yeah, been thinking a lot. Been on a couple shows. Should we actually, what do you want to go on first? Just what you've been doing in life for wrestling, or
Well, lately I've been performing with Below Zero, RCCW, as well as MAW. But I had a close call with COVID for my daughter's school, and I had to cancel that one. And then I had an MAW date that I had to cancel because I have a new job. So there went that one. And then Below Zero was a lot of
oh,
that brain of mine. Um, Below Zero was a lot of fun. And I know I told you guys that I was going to show you how to make some money, but you have to watch me very closely to see how I make money because I made over $200 at Below Zero. And that was an hour before the show, an hour after the show, and intermission. I sold nothing after the show. I only sold before the show and I sold during intermission. And I actually came in the night before with my daughter and my girlfriend. So my family and I came the night before. And I sold 2 t-shirts before the event even started because I told them I was a pro wrestler. And that was pretty exciting. Is like, being a little celebrity in a littler town.
Right.
And
yeah.
it's not all net profit. My margins are different. It's not all I made $25 for a shirt and it's all mine. No, it costs like $10 to make a shirt, et cetera, et cetera. So
Yeah.
at most $100 or at least $100 of that is profit. And that's excluding my payday, excluding the trans and any hotel fees that Below Zero may or may not have taken care of. But one of the things that I wanted to talk to everybody about was the excitement that is getting to travel for wrestling. There's an 80-20 rule in most things in life. So for any job, you're going to be doing 80% of the same thing pretty much over and over and over. And there's only going to be a little bit of differentiation. And for wrestling, the 80% of the rule is traveling. Only 20% of the time you're going to actually be wrestling. 80% of the time you're going to be waiting for your match or driving. And from my house to where we were in Wapaton, North Dakota, it was about a 3.5, 4 hour drive for me and my family. I wasn't able to ride with anybody. It just didn't work out that way. It's just like that when you're an hour south of the cities.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
I was able to drive with my family for the second time this year. The first time was with RCCW, and my daughter got to stay in her second and accidentally the third state hotel because we had to stay that night in Wapaton, but we weren't in Wapaton. We ended up staying in Alexandria. So we crossed the border just to stay the night like half an hour away because the wind was so bad. And it was just too bad to be able to travel. And it wasn't worth risking anyone's life, especially my family's life, to try to get home to go to my shoot job a little bit earlier. So we ended up staying at a hotel the same night of the Below Zero event, and I actually spent everything I made pretty much on the hotel because I wouldn't have asked Below Zero to compensate me for a second night at a hotel. I don't think that would have been fair one way or the other because they were already so considerate for my travels as well as my booking fee. And they're very generous in regards to understanding talent. I asked them in advance if I could come the night before. They were able to negotiate a deal with the hotel with me, and I was able to take care of that. So now I was safe there. But just the second night was on me, and that was my choice, my family's decision. And not many kids, she's only 4, so she doesn't know or care all that much, but not many kids, especially myself as a younger kid, would have been able to travel out of state or stay in different hotels in different states. Like this is essentially her third hotel stay this year. And that's all because of wrestling. And I'm entirely so grateful for all of that because if it wasn't for my core group of fans that comments on my posts or follows me on Instagram, even though I've been super quiet lately, and I guess we can get into that too, it wouldn't be possible because I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing as well as I'm doing it. I spent a long time in wrestling not making any money and being happy about it. But now I'm in a different place and making even more money.
Yeah.
Did we lose Jaron?
Yeah, kind of left us. Oh,
it's all right.
Oh.
Do we got to add him back in, or he should have the code? He set it up.
Yeah, he set it up. So yeah.
Jaron, we're still live. You better text him because I don't know how to fix you. But if we're still alive, I'll keep on going. You got got a question or something?
Sure. So how are things going for you in MAW?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just sending Jaron an invite real quick just in case you can't get it. So MAW, you actually messaged me the day before, 2 days before the MAW event, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna message him back, and then I never messaged you. My bad.
Oh, that's all right. That's okay.
But
busy.
Yeah, for sure. I think we got him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was definitely me on that one. I completely.
Oh, we know.
Yeah,
we know.
I never like that. It's usually someone else it's usually the guest that abruptly leaves, or Jesse. But yeah, I think
you're dying
on. Yeah. Just another day carrying you, Jaron. It's no worries.
Yeah, I got to carry me through my own show, I guess. So,
yeah, Jesse asked me about MAW. Hold on. I just want to finish this thought real quick because Jesse asked a really solid question. I actually came back from wrestling because I wanted to be on MAW TV. I knew that they were doing a television deal, so I was really excited to get to work with them. And one of the things that people really hate as professional wrestlers is having to cancel a booking. And one thing that's even worse is having to cancel it on the day of an event. And it really sucked. really was not fun. It was supposed to be at an event near my house. It was like 20 minutes from home, which is really close for me. And I was supposed to wrestle someone who actually is pretty new, but they're still really good. So it's one of those things, like, it still would excite me to show them how I like to tell stories, because my matches don't look the same as everyone else's on purpose. My matches don't necessarily follow the same structure that everyone else at the academy is consistently being taught, because that's just a starter outline. It's just the beginning concepts. And I can take some of those ideas and take them deeper. And with my podcast, I'm actually learning even more than I would have if I were just performing, to tell different stories with different emotions and making everything mean more, to be able to slow it down. So I was really excited to be able to work with somebody. I won't say their name because it might come back up again. Maybe next time we can do it. But MEW's been awesome. They've been really fun to work with. It's been nothing but opportunity for me. And I feel like I've taken a lot of it and just kind of run with it. And maybe sometimes I failed or I didn't do as well as I wanted to, but at least I tried my best. And I can't ask anything of anyone else more than that. So I'm happy with myself for, like, going above and beyond in some situations to make the event flow better, or making someone else look better than they normally would.
Yep. Jaron, are you
Jaron,
still with us?
just deck him one. He's frozen. Yeah, there he goes.
Oh, now he left again. He's doing this on purpose. You know that.
He's playing games. He's got a gimmick now.
Oh, yeah. Just like the boogeyman.
I was trying to not say the boogeyman, but it seemed like the boogeyman would be the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys got any feedback from anyone yet? I can't quite see on Facebook or anything because mine is on Zoom.
The only one that can answer that is Jaron.
Thanks a lot, Jaron.
Yeah, you left, Jaron, you jerk.
I should have saved my middle finger joke for him. Dang it. Here, did you send it to him?
I have not.
I might be able to do it real quick. I'm just going to start inviting random people into the chat, and you and I will interview them.
Yeah.
It'll be the J&J minus the J plus Heat podcast. We'll call it Indian Talk. We'll get Paul Verk on. It's okay. I can say that.
Yeah, I don't know if Jaron's having issues and either what's going on with him.
Well, he says he's at school, which is like northwest Minnesota, middle of it. So yeah. I don't know how the weather is, but my weather is great. It is so nice outside. Whole week's been awesome.
Yeah, it's been like 74 here in Rochester today, so can't complain about that.
Yeah. One of the things that I actually want to talk about, that I'll talk about regardless if Jaron's here or not, I suppose, is I actually took a full-time job, and it's my first full-time job in, I don't know, 6 years, probably more, technically, depending on how you put it. But one thing I never learned growing up was how to be an adult. I never was explained the credit card thing. I was never explained the credit score thing. I was never explained learning to change a tire, all those weird little life skills that people accumulate when they're like growing up. And it's maybe my mom's fault, maybe my dad's fault, maybe my own fault for not asking. I don't know. It just is something that never came to me. And I think it's something that I've recently discovered that's almost changed my life. And just having this experience with wrestling to be able to put money into it and get money out of it is
Yep.
crazy. And it's super awesome. But the thing with that is it comes with the sacrifice of having to make certain decisions for yourself and for your family. And one of those is to be financially secure. And a lot of the pro wrestlers won't admit it, but even people in general, I should say, will live paycheck to paycheck and they won't actually genuinely know what they're going to do if they don't get paid again.
Right.
And if that check stops, they're homeless essentially within 60 days or 90 days or however long it would take.
Mhm.
And I've been on that my whole life. It's just normal. It's just like the constant state of stress always there. I never had a 6-month plan. I never had thought more than saving, oh, I can save $50 a month and then it's gone the next month. It just never occurred to me to try.
Sense.
Yeah, but with the daughter, it's like I'm slowly becoming more and more of an adult and I'm closer to 50 than I am 0. So
Right.
it's like you have to make these decisions. And the decision isn't to quit wrestling, it's to be smarter about it.
Hmm.
So the position I took is a union job, and in a union, you can essentially get forced to work if you're understaffed, which everyone always is all the time. And that's okay.
Yep.
But for me, I can't necessarily take bookings and cancel last minute because I'm getting told I have to come into work because it's not fair to the fans. It's not fair to the promoter. It's
Right.
not fair to the talent, and it's not fair to my family.
Right.
Mhm.
Aaron,
And oh, he's there. He's been there for at least 2 minutes. I've seen him.
Yeah, I'm just trying to catch up.
You're
I
staying in the
guess.
wall of shame, Jaron. You sit back there and don't disconnect again like a kid at Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty run's not going good. Well, I've heard because I'm on a college campus. I guess it's always
Average-
checked for Wi-Fi, but like apparently there's been some Wi-Fi hacks. So hopefully it
Nice.
doesn't
You
keep
guys are
going.
getting DDoSed.
Uh, yeah, so it's
CIA is going to bust through that blue wall of yours.
yeah, there's gonna right through that white circle right there. There you go.
That's what you get for downloading
Mm.
something off YouTube, Jaron.
Yeah. Oh, I promise
Pirating
it
is
was
not a
called.
victimless crime.
Oh, pirating. Oh, yeah, yeah. I needed to watch the new Black Adam movie, so yeah, still got to watch that
Should have
in
waited for
theaters.
HBO Max.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Needed to sell some copies of DVDs to get money though.
I actually thought about selling my matches from YouTube on a thumbnail drive, what they call them, but it would have just been a USB drive or like
Yeah, yeah.
something like this. And like, oh, look, I can sell this and it has 30 matches on it from me. But it's like, I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
I'm even legally allowed to do that. And also, if someone wanted something of mine, don't you think that they would just get it on YouTube? Because that's where we're all accessible. But
Yeah,
that
that's
brings
true.
up another topic is like merch. Like you have a Kyle Pro hat, but you also got a J&J shirt.
Yeah, go buy one, guys.
And or mine too. We're on Pro Wrestling Tees. I don't know if you are,
Oh
but
yeah.
you sh-
No, we're just through Bullybrand,
you
which you
should
should
be.
support.
Oh, Bullybrand
Yeah.
too. Nice.
Or no, only through Bullybrand. Yeah,
No, but
it's
yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I've been looking for a lot of ways to try to create a unique branding
mm-hmm.
concept, and a part of that has actually been the YouTube channel. And I've actually sold X many books. I don't know how cool people think that is, but I think the fact that I have a book and I'm an author is
Yeah.
kind of something that I never really would have thought would happen in wrestling at all. I never imagined it. I always like looked up to Jericho and Mick Foley and stuff, and was like, oh, that's so cool that they wrote really successful books. And Mick Foley's book like inspired me to want to read real books, like genuinely read it. And
yeah.
it was the first book I ever read after high school that I wanted to read, so I chose to read it.
Mm-hmm.
And times are kind of changing because there is
nobody likes reading anymore.
no, it's all about video essays and audiobooks, and that's cool. But the ability to have a book for sale or for free, in my case as well, is pretty sweet, because I don't know if they paid for the book or if they just did the Audible subscription for it, which either way I get paid. So I've made money off of selling books already.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So if you guys decided to co-write a book about your travels and etc., your journey to becoming podcasters, or like, for example, a title might be Our Journey to 100 Episodes of Indie Talk with Jesse and Jaron. And like you guys just went back and forth and interviewed each other about it, and then like wrote down your favorite excerpts from stuff. Like, you could write a book like that. That would be fun, and you guys could sell it, and that would be a monetization for you guys, because I don't know if you guys make any money off Facebook monetization. I don't know how their stuff works.
No, I mean, I guess we could, because I know there's a way to like boost a post, which would get more popularity. But no, unless someone approaches us, we're just running the page for free, running podcasts, and just doing it all for fun. And
and that's the greatest thing about it, is that it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If it wasn't fun, like you said, just go home. And I think, well, those first few months weren't fun. It's never the starting process is always hard, so that's why it wasn't fun. But now there's an
it sucks to feel stupid. It just sucks.
Yeah, like we got only Sylvester J. Fox for November and nothing until January. So yeah, that was a rough couple months. But yeah.
Was it because people were saying no?
Yeah, it was because of that, and just like I think it didn't seem official just because it was on my personal page too. So it's like, oh, fans want to talk to me, yay, but they can do that at the show. So I think just because it wasn't official, and I guess because it was new. So
yeah, it's like, who are you? You're nobody. You're just a fan of wrestling. Okay.
Yeah, and I was popular with the figures and stuff, but like I don't know, in terms of like getting wrestlers that like travel to different places and travel the world. I was pretty much nobody yet, and then Jesse is a fan just like me, and nobody knew Jesse at the time either. No, so I think just establishment mainly.
Yeah, see, that's how you turn nothing into something. That was one of my biggest lessons learned from Sean Davari at the Academy. Just taking nothing and being able to turn it into something means that there's substance there. And that means that you can take a concept and you can tell a story around that, whether it's your podcast or it's a match or it's a YouTube channel. Some of us have all three. Some of you guys just have this one. That's fine. We're not getting demonetized for this.
Yeah, got to bore it out. No, I don't know how you bore out a live video. I think we haven't gotten in trouble. Well, was it the one time we got in trouble was because we did a Scott Hall tribute, and because
you can't do that. They don't
I was like, and then I was like, maybe they just don't like the audio, and then they're like, no, we don't like that either. But some people can still see. Well, it said every country but the U.S., so everyone that's here can probably see it. So, which I thought the U.S. was the problem, but now I was looking through. They're like, I don't know, Germany and Russia, they can't view it, which I don't know how many people are.
For my videos, a big audience would be Indian countries, but
Mhm.
they ban it for X, Y, and Z reasons, whatever reasons their countries prefer. So I think that's why it's so difficult to get
Mhm.
outside of the US, which is like, I don't really care about that anyway. Like my demo in my mind is the US or the UK or Canada or Mexico if they are bilingual. Like it doesn't really expand too far, but like you have to think about running your channel
Mhm.
as a world thing. Like people's money in England spends the same way as it does here.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pay
yeah.
that conversion.
We've gotten kind of far. Well, I think that's the farthest we've gone with the Shady Natras because he contacted us and he's
Mhm.
a
Hmm.
UK guy and got a very thick accent. I'm like, oh, you're definitely from the UK. So it
Yeah,
was a good. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he messaged us. We didn't know who he was or anything. He's like, well, yeah, we'll definitely see what we can do. And I forgot. It was definitely maybe September-ish that we had him. So yeah, good dude. Oh man, there's a lot of comments. They're actually interested about the book. Where can they find your book?
It's in my link tree at Is This Nikki Heat. It's on all my social medias. The first thing you guys see is going to be that link tree link. And you guys need a link tree link too, because that way you can link to 6, 10, 25 different websites. The first one should be my YouTube channel. The second one should be my book or my Facebook. One or the other is
Mm,
probably interchangeable. The book is 69 pages, ironically. I didn't do it on purpose, but I'm happy to take the credit for it. There are some videos that I did on my YouTube channel that I've taken down that are not on there anymore. And that was because I put them in the book. I have a psychology breakdown. So it's like a cookie cutter concept with the book where you can watch a match and you can understand how they're breaking it down. I also do that on my own YouTube channel, which is also in the link tree. It's something that I wish I would have had. And I reached out to like maybe 50 people to get like a cosign, you know what I mean? Try to take some of that brand. And I actually got a message back from Raven. He said, thanks for the offer and the consideration, but I'm busy. So I was like, fucking Raven responded. No big deal, guys. John
yeah.
Cena has not seen it yet, but we're mutuals. So it's like maybe he'll get to me when he's not busy with, doing all his movies and all the superhero stuff
You never know.
Your mutuals with John Cena.
on
I don't
Twitter.
believe that. Oh, and
Oh,
it's
I'm over, baby.
you're big time now. There you go.
Oh yeah, mutuals with the scene man. That's what I call them, at least.
Team. The franchise. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I guess let me try to get in some questions here.
Wait. I got one more thing.
Oh,
Just kidding. I don't. Go ahead.
you're gonna do that.
You got
Uh,
you.
yeah. Sh- uh, oh yeah. So Halloween just happened. What do you do over Halloween?
I
Did
dressed
you
up as an
celebrate?
Indian. I mean, for Below Zero, I actually performed, and I was the only one to dress up. So, like, what's up with that? But I was a Ninja Turtle and used my turtle power to almost beat Mr. Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh yeah.
that was awesome. That was so much fun. I really wish they would have done a costume contest, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fine because I definitely would have won because I looked
Mm-hmm.
more like a Ninja Turtle than half those people look like Roddy Piper or Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh.
I had an idea that I wanted to do, and I wanted because my match was going to be a triple threat, and it was a viral idea, and I still think it is. And I wanted Buns of Steel Fowler to
Oh,
dress up as a Ninja Turtle. I wanted Mr. Incredible to dress up as a Ninja Turtle and myself to dress up as a Ninja Turtle. And we go out there and we have a turtle match. And there's like no way it wouldn't go viral, especially because Buns of Steel's kind of over and
Yeah.
Incredible's kind of over. And you know me, mutuals with The Rock, like I'm over as over can get. So like
Mhm.
this would have gone viral way more than that super dumbass jumping into Legos or those kids wrestling in Walmart.
Oh, that yeah. Yeah, that would have been interesting. I
Hey, they
think
got booked, man. They made some money.
oh man. They where were they? Is it well, I guess
I
some
think it,
indie.
I think it was just during like last year WrestleMania weekend or something. They were coming in as just like extra stuff. So I think they just came in and did a fun spot and then they were like off. They were just a side gig. It wasn't like they were booked to have a real wrestling match because they're not real wrestlers. But I think actually Danny Cage might have said, "Hey, I'll train them." And he said, "I'll do it for free." I think he said he'd do it for free. He's a nice guy. He probably would have done it for free.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been seeing their stuff around. It's just I don't know, RKO's in Walmart and I think they
Yeah,
like suplex mom or something. That was crazy. So
it's
yeah,
viral. It's better than
it is
half the
viral.
wrestlers I know. It's better than me. I'm not viral necessarily on anything. Like, if you can do
Mm-hmm.
something that gets that much attention and you can sell a t-shirt or two, that's pro wrestling. That's making
Right.
something out of nothing. That's taking a camera, your buddy, and
Mm-hmm.
a couple of dumb ideas in Walmart, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. What is share a favorite wrestling story that you have?
A favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's see. Someone I owe a lot to, um, who actually doesn't wrestle anymore. They retired during the pandemic, I believe, and I've asked a few promoters to reach out to them to get them to come back, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just I think they're past their wrestling phase. I think they're on to being a dad. And one of the stories is I was doing a few matches in a row with Chris Jordan, which at the time was like, okay, I'm wrestling somebody, that's fine. But you don't necessarily know how big of a deal it is that you're working with someone until after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
But we were doing a few matches and over time we got pretty close together and we got close enough to where he was one of the only people in my wrestling like family or whatever you would want to call it, like the people that you know and you see consistently that bought something for my daughter when we had found out we were pregnant. So he bought me something just because he did. And it just goes to
Mm-hmm.
show the character of who Chris Jordan is. And one of my favorite memories is something that I don't talk about because it was just he and I there, but he was doing something for his church. And it happened to be the same day as a battleground taping and an MIW event, but it was prior to the battleground and prior to the MIW booking is he was doing a free testing, like free seminar for beginner pro wrestlers, but they were like 10 to 12 years old and they had the parents' consent and stuff. So we would just let them roll around and try to show them how to hit the ropes and lock up, just really basic stuff that pretty much you do right on the first day of training. And the whole purpose was that we were gonna they were gonna have the event and they were gonna have this kid come out and take an award or just come out and speak on the microphone for a second and get cheered, stuff like that. And it was one of the things that made me realize I love teaching more than I realized because I've always wanted to be a teacher, but working with these kids was so much fun because they were so excited and they weren't worried about if they look stupid and they weren't worried about if they had as many likes or followers as each other did. And it showed like an innocence that I remember having when I was first training. My coach, Billy Blaze, told me that I always had a smile on my face and that I looked at wrestling like every day was Christmas morning. And he called me Christmas morning face. And it's one of the things that you don't realize, unless you're Shawn Michaels, of course. But for some reason, at some point, your smile fades away. But it made me realize that wrestling has more heart to it than it seems. And everyone who gets into pro wrestling, besides like the people who came in it for the money, which is whomever, have this deep bond connection with it, whether it's wrestling with their dad or wrestling with their sister. Like the kids that we were with watched on TV and now they're real life wrestlers. And just that moment alone, working with Chris Jordan and feeling like a peer, made me feel like a kid again. And I also told one of the kids, the kid that was coming into the ring, to make sure that he got his picture taken by standing and posing long enough. Because when you're in the ring, it kind of like speeds up. Your heart's racing. Oh, I can do like this.
Yeah.
So everything goes so quickly. So I told him, make sure to take a breath and find a camera. And if you go back to some event at some place for MIW, there's a picture I believe Drake and Disorderly took of a kid, just a kid posing in the ring. And that was him. And I take full credit because nobody puts me over better than myself, because somebody has to. But you guys got that right. But he took that picture and it was just something. I wasn't even at the event, but I seen it afterwards and I was like, somebody learned something and it was my fault. Pretty sweet. Is that more than you asked for?
That's pretty good explanation.
I'd rather be too much than not enough, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Bye, Jaron.
Oh, he left.
Yeah, he dipped. I think he just got emotional with my story. Wanted to go hug his mom, I think.
His
Special, man.
Done, I don't know. No.
And he had the Facebook questions that bomb.
So of course. So are you going to be appearing at the MAW event this weekend?
The MAW event this weekend is their big one. It is Grand Slam 4 or 5. I think they messed up the number one year because they had to skip it for COVID.
Yep.
So they're doing a huge battle royal. They're doing Paul Verk and Coda Jacobs, which is kind of like a special little match to me. But I will not be there, unfortunately. I will be performing shoot duty.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. But that's okay, because that's my choice and I made it okay with myself, because I don't do anything I don't want to. And if I wanted to be the kid that chases the dream to the ground or to the stars and work 30 hours a week and have no backup plan and just fingers crossed I make money and I don't take care of myself, and you never know what happens. But I could. But I made the choice to make sure that I'm happy.
Right.
But yeah, Paul Verk and Coda Jacobs essentially main eventing. Kind of awesome, you know? Coda Jacobs has been through a lot. Paul Verk got this crazy opportunity of a lifetime, and I hope he's doing well. I haven't been on Facebook very much right now just because of how sensationally busy I am, but I know they're both just killing it right now. They're
Mhm.
just so successful compared to where they started, and maybe this is the highest they go. Maybe they've only barely begun to start,
Right.
but I'm so happy for them. And there are a lot of people that might see that as, well, so what? They're in this place. I should be there. I should be the one being able to do these things. And I should be the person that's responsible for the house that people get paid, and they're going to wrestle in front of all these people. And I should make that money. And that
Mhm.
just doesn't say much about them. It says more about the person thinking those things.
Correct.
And I understand it because jealousy is tricky in wrestling because there's so much of your ego that you put into your character and your personality of your character that is yourself, and it it's hard to get out of if you are too deep, and that's why a lot of people don't make it in wrestling because they put so much of their ego into it, and it just is too much for them.
Right.
It's scary. You got to have that safe divide where your character ends and where your real persona
Yep.
begins. Jaron, what do you got for us? Where are the Facebook questions? I don't even need to hear it. You're getting DDoS.
Okay. Uh,
Quit running away, Jaron.
I
You
don't know. This
know,
is really bad. I've never had this. Oh, I know why it's happening. I just don't like that it's happening. I've never had it happen, so I feel bad.
hey, you sound like me my first time with my girlfriend.
First time, first time. Oh boy, that was a good one. Someone is asking, you need a shirt that says I'm mutuals with John Cena.
Who said
That'd be
that?
your next, the summit,
Alex Riley?
or there's
Oh, the
or
summit?
no, yeah, the tag team, Joe Alexander
Oh, that's clever.
and Fury. Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
owe
sure
you
Joe runs
5% on that, boys.
Get the summit their own cut of your John Cena shirts.
Don't worry,
Mutuals
I'll
and
hook
then
you
put
up.
like face of John Cena.
I'll put like
That comedy
5%.
moves.
Oh, you know what? Let's do it. I'll make it happen. I'll pay for it. We'll get Bullybrand to
Yeah.
support us, sponsor us. They'll
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
there you go.
He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna what. Oh boy, I'm a little lost. Oh yeah, yeah, so below zero wrestling. The big main event attraction, Eric Bischoff. Were you able to talk to him in the back? Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I did.
Mm,
I asked that
saucy.
MFer to sign 2 of my box set DVDs, and he said, "Yeah, sure, no
Oh,
problem." And then
that's right.
about 20 minutes before the end of the main event, he's gone.
Walked away.
See, I seen him leaving, and I seen Paul go take a picture with him. So I was like, I'm gonna get my mark picture with him. So there's actually been like a
Mm,
huge change from when I first started kind of to now. Is like before you weren't allowed to be a fan of wrestling, even though we're all super stupid big fans of wrestling, but now it's okay because of social media likes. And like I think Scott Story one time didn't take a picture with Roddy Piper, and now he can never have that experience again. And maybe he looked good to the boys that day or something, but like it's an
mm,
experience you
that's
missed. But that
mm-hmm.
that did not happen to me. I seen a lot of people ask Eric Bischoff to watch their match,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, huh, might watch my match if I ask him. So he obliged, and he was so nice the whole time. Like I had seen him before at one of the Heavy On events, and I seen him just out walking around, happy, talking to fans. And I know he gets a bad reputation because he killed WCW, but like he also made WCW, so he can kind of do with it what he wants, or he's allowed to make his mistakes with it, you know. But he gave me
Yeah.
some advice, and a, a part of wrestling is having chemistry with people. And I felt like Brandon Nitro, bang.
Yeah.
Brandon bang Nitro, but I like to put the bang at the end because, you know, you always put the bang at the end. But I thought he and I had great character chemistry. And when I got to the back, Eric Bischoff said that he loved my character, and I entertained even him. And he's seen plenty of matches to where entertaining him means something. And I've had similar sentiments from Jim Ross. And it's just like one of those things that when you look back on wrestling, whether if it ended next week or in 100 years from now, it's something that stands out because it's special. And the fact that he thought I was entertaining made more of an imprint on me than the $178 I made that night. Because that was the first Below Zero event I attended or performed at. And then the other one I performed at was $206. I tell you so that I'm honest and that you know that there's money. But I'm not bragging because I will be paying taxes on it. I already did put in money prior, and I did lose money at certain points in certain things, but that doesn't mean that there isn't potential. And pretty much just to let you guys know, Eric Bischoff is a Nikki Heat fan. So not only am I mutuals with John Cena, but Jim Ross and Eric Bischoff put me over. And Jim Ross put me over in front of the boys. So that's even bigger than that because people still ask me in Wisconsin about it. They're like, oh, yeah, Eric Bischoff really liked his match. And that was kind of before the system really started putting all his stuff together. He was still kind of figuring it out. So we just basically impressed the shit out of Jim Ross.
There you go. Nothing
ask about me. Yeah, not really.
No, you don't think it's bigger?
No, you don't get much bigger.
Wait, it don't get much bigger. I thought you said not really. I'm like, oh, it's not real. Oh, okay.
He's like, hold on, wait a minute. Why did you?
I heard not really. I'm like, oh, okay. Jim Ross is
sorry. The next biggest thing is being related to The Rock, and I just don't have the genetics.
Yeah. I don't know what you got to do.
I got to get more tattoos for that.
Yeah, that's true. You get a whole chest plate or
I got this.
I believe. Yeah.
I won't get you guys banned because I won't show nipple, but I got this
birthmark
slip. Well, not birthmark, but whatever it is. It's something.
It's something. Yeah. We got Below Zero Wrestling co-owner Nick Stokey says Bischoff was amazing, sitting in the kitchen eating sloppy joes and getting the too sweet sign because he liked my food. You had food there, Nick?
Oh yeah.
Where was my
Below Zero has food. I didn't want to let all the boys know about that because then they'll just keep trying to get in there. But yeah, man, Below Zero takes care of the boys and the girls.
Catering.
They're for real, man. They're legitimate. Like, I don't know everything about them. I don't know where all their money comes from. I'm not on their side for the business stuff, but when they're looking at professional wrestlers and performers, from what I've seen, pros. I don't know how much experience Nick has trying to run stuff before this, but he's running it the way it needed to be ran because I've been on
Mhm.
shows that have run for 10 years, 15 years, and they don't do stuff like that all the time. Maybe every now and then, but like
Yeah.
they know what they're doing.
Mm. Oh wow. Yeah.
They're a
Yeah.
good one.
Mm. Yeah. I definitely. I noticed that right away back in almost a year and a couple months back in September 2021. I'm like, this is really fun and really they definitely know what they're running and what they're doing. So yeah.
Crowds are pretty awesome
Uh,
too.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, they draw really good crowds, especially the good old sanctuary. You got to get it to the sanctuary eventually. That's a really big venue. Or well, it's a small venue but really nice venue. Since it's
Mm-hmm.
like a church and so yeah, one of the nicest churches I've ever been to. So yeah, trying to I was trying to keep up with comments. Oh yeah, Paul Lynch, BZW announcer. Below Zero are all amazing with all their talent, includes ring producers. Oh yeah, the good old. We all need the ring guys that help with everything. So yeah, and
You want to know who the
Jesse.
best ring helper is, real quick?
Uh, yeah, I think I know who it is. Maybe
Do you?
I'll
Tell
see
me who you think I'm gonna say.
the Yerkes.
Mm-mm. Look up that fucker, man.
Jesse. God, you
Throw your hat.
Kyle Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Pro is
Ask
his own ring.
anybody. No, he doesn't
Oh,
have
when
his
you're
own
all
ring, but back in the day, any single event I've ever seen, he was in that
producer.
truck sweating it. No, not producer, but ring crew. Producer wise, Chavo.
Oh, oh yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, that's
Chavo's
what
nuts.
ring. Oh wait, did he say announcer or ring?
I heard
I think he.
crew.
Oh, oh, he said announcers. I thought it meant crew. Shoot. Okay.
Oh, either way,
Yeah, bring
okay.
it
So
out.
Kyle
He
Pro
put
is
himself.
badass. Chavo is awesome. He helps with all the behind the scenes stuff for MAW. He's running so much more than you could even imagine. He doesn't want the credit though, but just know that he's
Mhm,
there. And if it wasn't for him, I don't know what we
mhm.
would have. I just don't know what I could tell you.
Oh, mhm,
Whatever he's getting
mhm.
paid, he's worth it, and then some. But
Right.
the
Yeah, I definitely.
photographers are always great. I can't
Mhm,
believe that. I don't know what their deal is with the promoters to get paid or however that would work, but without them, I'm not able to promote myself. There have been so many good pictures that they've gotten that have been like part of my soul, almost like my essence. Like when I look back on wrestling, I'll look at those pictures and think about wrestling, and it'll remind me of the matches. And Drake and Effie, and
mhm.
there are
Oh
so
yeah.
many photographers. Wayne, thanks for the interview, Wayne. But there are so many just awesome photographers, not just in Minnesota, but like around. Three Count took an awesome one for me, and Jeremy and Below Zero, awesome, awesome
Oh yeah.
pictures. Not even couldn't even tell if it was taken by a professional or by this person, or I don't know. I don't know if they have any schooling. I don't know what their credits are, but fantastic pictures. And the announcers,
Yeah.
Laszlo, purple shirt guy, just all those
Mhm.
people that come in and are awesome to work with. There was a guy for MIW that was the Timberwolves announcer as well, and he recently left there. And he was awesome to work with, and he was so kind. And
Mhm.
all those people are so nice to be around. Those are the people that you don't see on social media all the time. And wrestling
Yeah.
needs more people like that.
Mhm. Yeah. And just because he's watching, and I think he's trying to definitely put himself over, but Paul Lynch, the Below Zero announcer too, so he's a pretty
Is
good
he?
guy.
Oh, I must have forgot about him. Dang it.
uh,
Next time.
that good enough. Oh, no. Yeah. And should I just get it?
No, he's great.
Oh
He was
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Oh, you do know. Okay, there you go. Yeah, good job, Paul. And I was gonna say oh yeah, if yeah, they don't get tagged a whole lot in social media. So if you want to tag them and they are willing to be tagged, I think you should definitely tag them. Instagram's easy because that's all pretty much public for the
Tag
most part.
all
I
your
know Facebook.
photographers except for Chris Manning. He hates it.
Chris Manning doesn't like it.
Nope.
I don't like my work. He doesn't like people tagging him, or he doesn't like credit for his work, or he doesn't
He
like
does
people
not
stealing
like
his.
getting tagged, but people will steal his work. Like sometimes the news will post pictures of the storm that he takes, and he's like, "Yeah, this news site didn't even bother trying to credit me, but this is my picture." And it's like dad
He
yelling at
wants
somebody, you know.
he
He's
wants
awesome.
tags from the news, but not anybody else.
I don't know. I
Fox
think it
News.
just bothers him. I think it's just so many updates because he takes so many pictures and people are posting so consistently. I think he just
No.
wants his name on there. You could put at space photos by Manning so that way it doesn't tag him, but he still receives the credit. But
Oh
he's
yeah.
he's one of the premier Midwest photographers for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. He's definitely a really cool guy, and I guess quick shout out just because I thought about it. State of Pro Wrestling a few years ago or last year, he did a interview with the like three photographers. So I think that'd be cool to check out if anybody gets a chance on the State of Pro Wrestling Facebook page or even the Facebook group. So yeah.
Yeah, I hope he's doing well,
Uh,
man. I haven't seen him not for like 6 months or something. I think he's
yeah,
doing some roadie life right now.
he's on the road a lot and just working, and he's
Yeah.
I think official stage crew guy for AEW and WWE events when they come around. So that's really cool.
Nice.
He got to be set up WrestleMania, which was really cool. So, and got to be there and everything. So
I
I
really
got to
hate
watch it in person.
I really hate that actually the
Hate
come work
WrestleMania.
for free so you can watch the show for free. Like WWE is big enough to be able to pay people to come do their ring crew. And I know that like it's an
Yeah,
experience getting to do it, but it's just kind of taking advantage of the niceties of people, you know. That's just my
yeah,
opinion. Like they're not losing anything by giving these guys $50 plus admission to that or like whatever. I don't know. Maybe they get like a special cool cup. I don't know. But everyone who goes is a volunteer.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess less people to pay, but I guess kind of getting something out of it, but kind of
Yeah, and
not
technically
making
it's like
money.
$100 or whatever, you know. So it's like you're getting $100 ticket to work a 12-hour day. You're getting paid $8, which is not bad to be a part of the business sometimes, you know. I've worked for free before on accident.
On act. Oh. Hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't find out till the end
Yeah.
that there's no real money behind the guy
Mm,
next time.
yeah. Yeah. Next time. Oh, Aaron Corbin just liked their video. Yeah.
What's up,
Shout out to Aaron
Corbin?
Corbin. Yeah.
Wait, Aaron or Darren?
Aaron,
Oh, hi,
the
Aaron.
temple. That's ARIN. Yeah.
Wait a
Double
minute.
A Aaron Corbin. Oh.
AARON, not I.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like,
That's our Aaron. Yeah, yeah. Owen. Yeah, shoot. Okay.
Owen. Yeah, there
Yeah,
we go.
he just corrected me. Shit. Oh
Yeah,
no.
he's one of the
That means
best people to get advice from, actually. He's
I'm
one of the
spelling.
people who will take the time to break it down for you and to like explain it to you in as many ways as possible that you would need to understand what he's talking about. And he's so giving. And like, he was one of the first people to actually give me advice on my match.
Hmm.
I think I had my third event at somewhere in Rochester, UPWA. I got booked because of Petey, and I was the heel. And I always will remember this, Corbin. So whether you like it or not, I like you. He said, heal it up. And I was like, okay. So the first thing I did is I get out there, I start yelling at my family that drove an hour to be there. I'm pretty sure they were 25% of the crowd. But I just screamed at my brother and they were crying. It was awesome. Just
doing heel work on your
yeah. And then that's the first time I met MC Mikey Earl Pam, but he doesn't like being called MC Mikey. But
MC.
Sorry, Mikey.
Mikey Pam. Go shut
Mikey Pam.
Go watch the Michael's Corner, the Mikey Pam show.
Yeah. He's taking a little bit of a break, I think. I don't know.
From shows or podcasts?
I don't know. I just haven't seen anything that he's done recently. So maybe it's just me being ignorant.
Oh, well, I know on Instagram he's been doing virtual podcast shows now. So and going to MIW stuff. So I think he'll be there. He'll be there Saturday at the MAW Women in Nations. So
okay,
he's still getting places. So
yeah,
good for him.
I think we're just overshadowing his podcast with our posts. So sorry.
That's fair.
Yeah,
happens. Competition makes everybody better sometimes, and there's always room for more. You share him, he shares you. Brother from another mother, maybe even someone's mutual with John Cena shares your guys' stuff, and you guys get found by John Cena. It's like, I don't know, you're welcome, I guess. No big deal.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, definitely. Corbin says, I will give advice if people take it. Big issue a lot of people have is not taking, big issue a lot of people have is not asking, or worse saying, yeah, but how was my suplex?
Yeah, but it was pretty fucking sweet though. Like, not everybody can do a deadlift suplex.
Yeah,
no, that's one of the things I've seen is people not asking for advice, and that's sometimes everyone's guilty of that, and I get it. And I'm not saying that they should ask me for advice, but if someone asks me for advice, I will do my best to try. And I feel like one of the posts I made yesterday was about being able to give advice, and I believe it was Rob Thunder said that you can learn something from everyone, even if it's what not to do. And sometimes I get the best advice of my matches or my gear from my girlfriend. Like, she's not a wrestler. She's never taken a bump, and she's never paid any dues except for waiting for me at shows and waiting for me at camp and picking me up and dropping me off and doing all the miles that I've done almost back and forth the same ways. But she has great advice. And if you ask other beginner wrestlers, other trainees, like what they think of your match, they might have something, but at least you're getting some sort of feedback instead of just, oh, look at my highlight. Oh, post it. Good. Bam. People like me. Well, highlight. Bam. People like me. Which you should be doing as well, by the way. You should be doing all these highlight things and then also critiquing parts of it yourself. But the real way to grow is to have new experiences and to study yourself and to have someone who's better than you or with different experiences than you explain it to you. So like a Corbin or like a Corbin or like there's Mr. Incredible actually is really good at below zero for giving advice, and I don't know how many people take advantage of that. I don't know. He gave the referee so much good advice, and it was just really considerate of him to do that because he didn't have to. He didn't get paid more because of it.
Mhm.
Maybe damn. No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Like
$100 more.
anytime someone's giving advice, they're giving more than advice, they're giving their time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Corbin still gets advice from Cannon, Ken Anderson, Jerry Lynn, etc. So
Yeah,
the
exactly.
best Aaron still gets advice. So.
People who want to learn will learn. They will find a way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Always ask for advice and always give advice if someone is wanting it. So yeah.
But don't just make something
Jesse?
up. Don't just say it looked different or something, because that's a waste of time.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Yeah, that's true.
There's nuance there, buddy. You'll see. Don't worry.
Oh.
Daddy Heat will take care of you.
Oh.
Don't worry. My girlfriend's the only one who gets to have that shirt.
Oh man. Come on, we got
There
we're
you-
all adults. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No kids tonight. No, maybe. I don't know. All right.
Hey, someone I know is having a baby actually, but I can't say who. But Daddy Heat can't stay up all night,
Oh, no.
but I can go all night. But not with you. You guys got one more question for me?
Yeah, I'm good. All right. I'll give it to Jesse for it. I was just gonna say that it's getting a little late.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I hear it in the tonality. See the nuance I'm talking about? You'll see it when you watch it back.
Oh.
One
Yeah.
question for you, Nikki. So, as you know, this week, the system is going to be taking on Brian Sager. Who are you predicting to win that?
I'm hoping that someone interferes and drags them to hell. Both of them. So we'll finally be rid of the violin playing system, and we will finally not have to deal with Sager as a commentator or an announcer anymore. He got in my face once. No big deal, but I definitely would have knocked him out. Definitely.
So both are going to lose tomorrow or Saturday.
Well, the thing is, it's a win-win for the fans because either way, someone's getting their ass kicked.
Yeah.
And if I happen to see a clip of it on Twitter, I might just retweet it. And maybe since I'm like a mutual of John Cena, maybe John Cena will see it. I don't know.
Tag John Cena in it. Oh, shoot.
I'm not desperate. I'm not going to tag him, but I will just DM it to him since his DMs are open to me because we're mutuals. It's just how DMs work on Twitter. Yeah. But if you guys really want to find out how to become mutuals with John Cena and to how to become a pro wrestler and how to start as a beginner pro wrestler, I do have a podcast for pro wrestlers. It's called Want to Be a Pro Wrestler? Me Too. Creative name. I know. And I also wrote a book called Can I Become a Pro Wrestler? The book for beginner pro wrestlers. I'm trying to hit that beginner pro wrestler bracket because I think I know a little bit about wrestling and I want to help them get a little bit further faster because I'm not going to be able to teach a class on something Mike Quackenbush would do because I'm not the Quack. I'm the Heat. And what I can do is I can help beginner pro wrestlers be a little bit better than what they could be without me. And the book is free. It's on Amazon. It's in my link tree. Jaron, tag my link tree if I don't do it first because I might forget. Got that wrestling brain. I've been hitting the head by a chair from Ken Anderson, actually. It's okay. I signed a waiver. It was cool. Yeah. Should have had the chair signed, though.
Oh, yeah. There you go. With your blood stain and everything.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's all right. He signed my diploma.
There you go. Nick Barber.
Right.
There you
Just
go.
casually have it by my desk every day. Should get a picture
It's
of
got
John
a free
Cena.
autograph. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was free all $1,000 of the academy tuition.
Yeah. I
Well,
guess.
Ken's was free. I had to pay for Sean's because Sean's probably the person that would charge $1,000 for it.
Mm. Oh, okay. Oh, Ken was free. Oh,
Oh yeah, Ken was
Yeah.
free. Buy one, get one.
buy one, buy one, get one. Oh, okay. Buy one, get one, and get your friend trained as a wrestler too. There you go. Get your
Oh
mom
yeah,
to become
he'll train you.
wrestler. Mm. There
Hey,
you go.
Mom, if you pay $3,000, Ken said I could train for free. Win-win.
Win-win. There you
Come
go.
on, Jaron.
Yeah.
You can do better than that one guy who went viral hitting the ropes and taking a fucking head bump, neck bump on the side of the ring. He's my favorite. That promoter's probably not doing too well.
The promoter hit his. Oh no. Huh.
Yeah.
I thought you were
So you
thinking.
don't book yourself in a battle royal if you've never been trained.
That's yeah. I think battle royal would be a good place to start. Just in there beating people up and until the end, but
no. Best way to start is at a camp at the academy.
Oh well, yeah. If you weren't to be trained, if you weren't to be trained, the battle royal would be the best. Don't go right for the system
because then
right
you
away.
don't. Then no one knows that you're not trained, and the first thing that happens is when you go to try something that you've seen on TV, you don't realize the nuance on how to take it the proper way, and you land like this, and you break your neck trying to get thrown out of the ring because Kurt Angle makes it look so easy.
Yeah,
Kurt Angle's the GOAT.
I can be.
He's better than everyone. He's better than Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
Better than Ric Flair. Better than Bret Hart. Better than The Rock. Better than Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Angle is like the pro wrestler.
Okay.
And I gotta go save some dad jokes. So we'll see you guys in a couple more months, huh?
Sounds good.
I think so. Yeah.
Almost soon.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, Nikki, thanks for thanks, Nikki, for being on the show. All right. Let me just do a quick outro. Thanks guys for tuning in for part 2. I think this was an entire length podcast, so this is a part 2.5 maybe. So definitely got more Nikki Heat. I apologize for all my Wi-Fi connections. Go blame my college for getting hacked. But thanks guys for joining, and we might have a special announcement by the end of the week, and we also got a show Friday, so stay tuned. All right, have a nice night, guys. Live will be ending.